Divine Elements Mosaic IPA. 6%. Yep. And look at the lovely can work. These fellas do some stunning can work. If you go on their website, My Name is Deborah, or her name was Deborah, or whatever it was, is a fantastic beer. And obviously just recently they did Rattlesnake Chalice, collaboration brew with Neon Raptor. Massive hoppy nose, really massive hoppy nose. So, good evening. Into a vocation glass, because all my other glasses are dirty. Good evening. Just put the chart. Baltic Porter. I need to get a Baltic Porter. I'm Baltic, but I don't know about the porter. So, certainly looks a juicy pour. Ugh, sticky as well. Hoppy, tropical nose. Oh yeah, what did you think of it? Always like to hear what other people think. If you can remember. Remembering's my thing. I can remember some things, but others, nah. Especially if it's unremarkable. Can't wait one day to go to their tap room, which is connected to the brewery for their, I think they call it a piss up in a brewery. I think that's what they call it. Nice, juicy, bitey on the mouth. I mean, a crap pour, but that's my usual pour. I'm having issues with my phone. I click on apps and the apps keep turning off. Oh. Right. It's definitely tropical. Massive hoppy. You know, when cracking open the can, it was really hoppy on the can. Here we go. Doesn't look like, I don't know if anybody's had a notification again, but no, well, I don't really. Good evening. YouTube and its notifications. I get notifications on other people's feeds, especially certain people. I mean, it's a nice looking pour, orangey looking pour. Big ice cream flake of a head. A Baltic Porter. I do hope our good friend Mr. Kent Beers is having a good day today. Well, it's normally around 6 o'clock, to be honest. Yeah, their can design. It's black and white. But yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? You know, them, Neon Raptor, totally brewed. It's 6%. And I can't wait to go to their tap room. You know, these are things. I mean, I've been a fan of beers for years. And I've never really visited the tap rooms. And to be honest, some side of it is a money side. Some side of it is actually having someone to go with. And who likes beers like I do, really. I've not had that. I'm waiting for some cash to come off the internet, and I'm thinking of doing a Trembling Madness beer haul. You know, looking at about 70 quid's worth and seeing what nice beers I can get. Different beers, you know, beers that not everybody else has reviewed, which should be difficult these days. See, I've suffered with anxiety really flipping bad the last, oh God, 2 or 3 years now. Especially that year at the shithole place. And coming out of that, you know, especially coming out of a lockdown year, you need to I know they normally aren't too bad. But if they've got two choices, they don't pay me, the article goes. I don't mess about. If I had to go without a drink, I could stop drinking altogether. I'd feel it a little bit, but yeah. Can't fault you there. So 75 quid triggers free postage. That's interesting, because I hate paying postage. People are twats, yeah. I worked in Sainsbury's, a lot of good people. But no, I won't stop drinking. Welcome back. Kids' bedtime duties. Are you getting your kids into bed nice and early? No, I won't stop. I'm not letting all this beer go to waste behind me. There are twats everywhere, you know. I'm lucky in the job I'm in. It is brewed in Nottingham. It's actually brewed where Shipston's Brewery used to be. Well, it's in that area. I reckon half my blood's beer. Won't be surprised. So yeah, it's brewed in so they can the beer themselves. You can't fault them for doing that themselves. It's on Shipston Street in Nottingham, so it's in Basford, and not far away also from Shipston's. Although it's not the same Shipston's Brewery, but the big Shipston's Brewery, you can still see all the buildings with Shipston's on, although it's an auction site now. I bet it would do. Okay, now. Nice, juicy. Let me actually pick out some flavours. Just for a second then, it said 67. I'm thinking, shit. It's not only 6% Imperial IPA. Probably. Yeah, a Mosaic single hopped IPA. Divine Elements. You say mango. I know it's tropical, but it's a lovely tasting beer. I mean, these fellas, they do make some good beers. Not cheap. The cans, the cans don't come cheap. You're looking, I don't know, about $3.75 upwards. But if it's good beer, you don't mind paying for good beer, do you? I mean, it's better than paying £1.59 for something from Aldi that tastes shite. I mean, it has got a lovely taste to it. Very easy going. The 6% really hits you just nicely. Yeah, I was at work, got to work, and I thought, let's remember this last year. And I know what a shit place I was in last year. And we've all been there. All of us have suffered in some form or another, some more than others. Some people keep it to themselves, some people talk about it, but it's something to remember. And good evening again. And it's something to remember. And this is one year you've got to put in the book and say, right, we knew that year. We don't ever want to go down that street again. And definitely, no matter where you are in the world, unless you're on an island where you've not felt any signs of COVID, you'd have felt it most places. Do you know there will be a massive bounce back? It's like my company where I work for, the hotel. He's got to start employing people again for the big reopening, fingers crossed, on June the 21st. So he's going to need staff across the board. And I think he's actually getting a maintenance person. So that's great. Saves me doing it. Yeah, in a lot of ways, with me, we didn't really have much of a social life before. Yeah, make sure you put Jedi as your religion. And the nosy bastards, aren't they? But yeah, I didn't really have a social life before because yeah, some people have got some really depressing stories. I mean, to be fair, in the whole, looking back on the whole of it, I've had a cracking year. Coming out of it, I had a very, very shit time, but I've had a very good time since. Good summer homebrew drink. Yeah, you don't want cider. You want something a bit like Golden Glory, Badger's Golden Glory. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I still suffer severe anxiety now. I know I do. Can't shake it. But I know that it's only in my head. Yeah, yeah, my wife did the census online and she said the same thing. You're a bit nosy with these fucking questions. So she put bollocks down. Said to her, don't fucking say anything that's truthful. Put a load of shit down just to fuck them off. Pardon my French. Any kids in the background? Yeah, yeah, that's what you got to do. You know, I use free postcode lottery. I've never won. And then you know when you start asking you questions about your life, I think, right, you fucker. So everything they ask me, I bullshit every single question, just to really knacker their algorithms up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't tell people your business. There's only so much you want to say. Like that bloke who was on last night asking for postcodes, and you thought to yourself, you're a nosy little fucker, aren't you? And you know, I said NG5. NG5 is a massive area. I do apologise. Do you drink alcohol? No, never. Golden Glory. Oh, bring back the glory. Peach and melons all day long. It was an amazing beer. And it ticked the boxes for the women because the ladies loved uh, Golden Glory. And I keep nagging at Badger, I do. Every time they bring a new beer out, I say, what about bringing Golden Glory back out? England's own. I ain't seen that for a while. Broadside, yeah. It's not a bad beer, actually. You're going back to work on Monday. Oh, bless you. I really feel sorry for you. I want to do a couple of Imperials this year. Certainly some two tick box ticking Imperials, and then try a few different brews as well. When the weather warms up and the shed's not cold, it's still cold at the moment. So loving this, feeling that ABV, you know, that 6% really kicking home. It's funny, isn't it? You know, do you know this time last year when they says we're going into lockdown and we're like, fucking yes, good evening and happy birthday. So Mr. Kent Beer Reviews, Craig, it's his birthday today. Happy birthday, mate. Hope you've had at least a decent day, despite lockdown and you know, anything else going off. I worked the whole way through. We only the first 5 weeks we was on a day and a half, and then they thought, fuck it, get them back in, and then that's when all the shit kicked off at work, and it wasn't a very pleasant atmosphere, to be fair. And then the new people took over, and they were 10 times worse than the old people. And but luckily I got out, and things have progressed since. And now I'm doing lives, talking to the community, you know, and all's good. And people actually know I'm doing beer reviews these days. Other beer reviewers do, which is quite the something. So, and someone's burning. Unless my shed's on fire. Oh, it's right burning. So if you get a few beers down you tonight, you know, even though I know it's a school night, but you know, a beer helps. You could. Tad, if Tad's here, I'm sure I saw his name a minute ago. Yeah. Tad's done a double IPA, mixing 2 kits together. So you can play around with these kits, you know. You can do. Yeah, I'm hoping to make it to 50. Yeah, I'm not chucking beer on the fire. Good evening. Every year you get older, you hope to get to the next year. So yeah, Black Iris Brewery, you know, I got to be honest, even for the first year or so of doing beer reviews, I didn't know that much about the local breweries. Then I discovered Adventure Beer. Every year you're closer to death, aren't you? You know, it's a sad situation in life, and some people get took too bloody soon. And I mean, I had a 19-year-old cousin who died of cancer, a 15-year-old who died of cancer. You know, really, really sad. You know, and obviously God meant to take them, you know, in such a shit way. I doubt it. At least I can comment on your reviews now. Fucking hell, I was on the phone yesterday and I couldn't comment, and I'm thinking, fuck's going on for this? 3rd lockdown birthday. Fucking hell, we don't want any more lockdowns. Fuck's sakes. Let's get out of it. Let's get boozing again in pubs. Oh. You've unbanned me. I knew you hadn't done that. So I also went on Craig's as well. You did that 14.6% Goose Island jobby. Yeah, and I was wanting to comment. I clicked on to comment and I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, why can't I comment? I wouldn't know how to ban photo. I didn't know how to. Well, you've seen it. I didn't even know how to add moderators. Not that we really needed them before. And it's making me interested that, yeah, we don't want the beer wall walking. Jesus Christ. There's limits on life, you know. I don't want to lose my beer off the wall. I'll cry. If every bottle drops, I'll be crying. Yeah, mixing beer kits. It's the way. Homebrew is a good way of putting beer kits together, like a ginger kit and a stout kit, making a lovely ginger stout. I'll do it one of these days. I'll put some pennies to one side and do a couple of kits. I'm coming off the juice wine at the moment because I've got enough flipping wine. Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. It's gone, isn't it? Where's that gone? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. God, it's Prince Charles and Diana. That's it. Back on the wall now. I'd love to. I'd love to do beer chats with breweries. And I've got a couple of breweries that they seem to be coming forward to me. So it'll be interesting, you know. Same with these fellas. I'd love to go to their brewery and chat with them, do a bit of a live stream, do some sample drinkies. Job's a good one. Get the wife to take me back home. You reuse your yeast. How do you reuse your yeast? Yeah, you noticed how they kept all that quiet. Yeah, so mixing homebrew, it's an interesting concept. I mean, the cheaper homebrew kits, I would. The dearer ones, I wouldn't mess about with them. Because you don't want to pay 40 quid for a kit and start fucking it up. Kavika's read. Oh, got an email. It better be an email saying they're going to pay me some money. Bastards. Pardon my French. Parlez-vous français? The only time I've reused yeast is I've only fucked up one kit in my life. I've brewed 100 or so times. One Irish yeast went stale, went funny, stunk like a bastard. I had to chuck it. Every single other kit I've brewed and perfectly. And you know, cleanliness is godliness at all times. All right, didn't know that. Oh, didn't know that either. Wow. Yeah, my laptops are warming up. So 21 minutes. Oh God, I meant to knock it off at 15. Yeah, bottling's better than barreling. I mean, I am going to do a barrel, at least one, maybe two barrel-aged imperial stouts for October, or even August, maybe. You know, depending on what happens. Because Nottingham Craft Beer Festival is in August, on the 20 to 21st of August. So I might be reusing, I might be brewing some for both times. This White was okay, yeah. I did a quick review last night. It was a late night dog shit review, as it were. And one does apologise for kids in the background. You know, you really shouldn't be hearing me swear. I never used to swear. Been in the pub. Bottling's always best, yeah. Because you always get a bit of sediment in the bottom and it will keep it going, keeps it nice. For the Zweig, can't remember. For this one. Anyway. So lovely golden pour. Massive hoppy nose when cracking open the can. Right, that's interesting. Golden pour, hoppy straight away, tropical nose. Definitely mango in the nose. All the way through, very easy drinking. And boy, that 6% hits you. Feeling it now. And yeah, just need to make sure I don't go overboard with the time. Don't upset the wife. Yeah, another good beer from Black Iris Brewery. Got it from the bakehouse. I think I did anyway. I'm not going to tag them in though, because I can't remember. But yeah, really nice beer. Might have been a venture beer. Nah, I don't know. I won't tag any of them. For me, yeah, it was okay. Oh, bless you. 8%. Don't think I've got any 8%ers left. Second review. Yeah, I'm doing 4. No, is it the third? No, second. Oh, fucking didn't know. Yeah. I don't know about hops that much. I don't. Not for the juice. Oh, dog's okay, thank you. Yeah, second. Yeah. Yeah, I did the Audi Lager first. Oh, dear. Yeah, don't go down that. Don't bother. No, I'm not doing 5 reviews. Fuck's sakes. Yep, dog's still outside. Yeah, it was the second. No, I'm not doing 5. Out of 5 for me, about 4.4 out of 5. It was a nice tasting IPA. Yes, it's not great, is it? You know, it's not a great lager. I mean, God's sakes. you do the review, but flip me, you know, people are buying that stuff. As a home brewer, I can make better stuff than this. Oh, bless you. Keep an eye out for that. Yeah, 4.4 out of 5. Right, I need to kill this review off because I've gone 10 minutes overboard. I didn't mean to. That's what you get for chatting. Back in 2 minutes. And thank you everyone for watching, commenting, subscribing and liking. I actually remembered this time. Cheers. And again, happy birthday.